so in a couple of days I am headed off for a 2-month adventure through Central and South America. I'm going to Costa Rica, Mexico, Peru, Argentina and Brazil, and I am doing, I won't say it's a challenge, there are challenges out there, but I just wanted to, for my own sanity, go carry-on only. So what I've got is my carry-on suitcase and my personal item, this little backpack. And that's all I'm taking. So 2 months in Central and South America in carry-on only. You want to see how I did it? Here we go. So here we go. These are all the clothes and shoes and those kind of things that I'm taking with me for the 2 months I'm away. So we'll start, oh wait, there we go. So we'll start up the top here. So I've got 3 tank tops or singlets, 3 t-shirts, 2 cover-ups. This is like a loose cover-up and this is a denim button-up, a hoodie and a cardigan, and a 3/4 length top and a long sleeve top. Down here we've got jeans, 2 pairs of shorts. These are like gypsy pants, but they're black so they go with everything. Tights, and that is a black maxi skirt. Down here I've got, this is a rain jacket, folds up really nice and small, belt, a play suit. This is kind of a nicer top that I can wear out, and my pyjamas, 2 bikinis, 3 pairs of socks, 2 bras, and about, I think this is about 8 pairs of underwear, and a cami to wear under stuff. Then I got thongs, or jandals, or flip-flops, or whatever you want to call them, sandals, Converse, and then 3 scarves, because I love my scarves. I never don't wear a scarf. So I've got actually a pashmina, and this is like a thicker or a bigger scarf, and this is like a skinny, smaller scarf. Awesome. So that is everything. And now I will show you how I fit it all in. Alright, so how am I going to fit all of this in my tiny little carry-on suitcase? The answer: packing cubes. They are amazing. Okay. Okay. Underwear and swimwear, all in this tiny little cube. That's one. All of my bottoms in this one. And these are, sorry, these are the clothes I'll be taking on the plane. I'll show you that in a second. All of my tops in this one. So I've got those 3, and then I'll just have loose my cardigan and my pyjamas, my rain jacket, my belt, and my scarves go in a particular pocket of my bag, which I'll show you. And then shoes. I'll be wearing these ones on the plane. These 2, to keep them safe, or keep everything else safe from them rather. Shower caps. Ta-da! There we go. And these. There we go. And on the plane, I'll be wearing, well, firstly, underwear and socks to wear on the plane, shoes, denim jeans or tights if I want to get more comfy, so I have both of them with me, my cami, and this singlet, denim button up, and if I get cold, hoodie, plus I'll be wearing this scarf as well. Toiletries. Alright, that's all of them. Now everything revolves around my liquids, obviously, because whatever I couldn't fit in my liquids, I had to find either a solid alternative or not take it at all, because I'm only doing carry-on. You got the 3-1-1 rule, so one of these size bags, and everything under 100ml. So I'll go through what's in here first. Oh, sorry. And then these are my solid toiletries, so the rest of my bathroom stuff in solids, and this is my makeup. Yeah, I'm not a makeup person. First up, in my liquids, these are the Sunscreen stuff. Yay! And they make a travel size kit. So I've got my cleanser, toner, and moisturiser. I double cleanse, so I've got another cleanser. It's a solid cleanser, I'll show you that later, it's awesome. Dry shampoo, because when you're travelling it's a must. Hand sanitizer, also a must. Toothpaste, enough said. This is my BB cream. I wear it as my foundation. Don't wear heavy foundation because I have such oily skin, it just sweats off anyway. This BB cream has been awesome. I am trying to find a vegan and cruelty-free alternative to this though, so if anyone knows of one, please let me know. Mascara, because that's a liquid. Eye drops, because your eyes really dry out on the plane. Lip balms, this is Lush None of Your Beeswax. And Sunscreen lip treatment. Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream. I've had this for ages and I only ever use it when I'm on a plane. I use it for my face and my hands. Sunscreen, and this is an insect repellent. It's basically made out of melaleuca oil and citronella and stuff, so it's quite natural. It's made locally here where I live. This is a Vicks inhaler. This isn't actually a liquid, but it's in here anyway, and you just smell it and it helps if you've got a blocked nose, which I do at the moment. And this is a tiny little Arbonne sample of eye cream for the plane. Now I've got my other makeup. So you saw I've got my BB cream and mascara in the liquids, and then I've got powder and brush. This is ELF. Blush, and the end fell off this, but it's good for travelling because it's tiny. It's a Stralis blush. Eyeliner. Mickey eyeliner. I don't know, I got this in a sale somewhere ages ago. A concealer. It is, who's this by? Rimmel London, which again, I bought it before I turned vegan, and yeah. And this is just a little eyeshadow palette. I hardly ever wear eyeshadow, so this is really, oh, this is BYS, that really cheap brand. Good cheap brand. I'm not saying anything bad about it. But yeah, I hardly ever wear it. It's just in case I want to get dressed up or, you know, yeah. And now, my solid toiletries. Toothbrush. Razor. I'm not sure if they're going to let me on with this. Eyelash curler. I've only recently just started using one of these, and I'm pretty happy with it. Dental floss. Cotton tips, tweezers, deodorant, soap. This is what I was talking about. This is Lush's, I don't know, their cold face cleanser, and you use it, like, use a soap, you know, you rub it up, and then you, yeah, and it's been working really well with my face, because I have really acne prone skin, and it's been making a difference. And as I said, I double cleanse. I use that and my Sunscreen cleanser, so I think both of them working together have been giving me a good, yeah, I don't know, it's just been a bit better. And my shampoo and conditioner, yeah, these are shampoo and conditioner. Okay, so which one's this? These are from Lush as well. Oh, that's the, okay. So this, there we go. This is Karma Comba, and they're a solid shampoo bar from Lush as well, and you just kind of use it in your hair. I don't know, look them up, they're great. And then this is, okay, it's not coming out. Ooh. Okay, it's not coming out. This is the Jungle conditioner, and it works the same way as the shampoo, and they're awesome. You can find reviews online from travellers, other travellers. They've talked about Lushes. I'm really not sure which one I'm meant to be using. Lushes. This is just sounding ridiculous now. They're solid alternatives to liquid products like shampoo, conditioner, cleanser, even deodorant, toothpaste. They've got all those kind of things, so Lush is pretty amazing. I love Lush. I'm a Lushie. And that is all my toiletries. Wow! Okay, now we've come to the electronics, medical, first aid, and other part of my packing. So first we'll start with electronics. So I've got my camera. I'm filming this on my iPad. My laptop, sorry, that's why it's not very good quality. This is the camera I use when I'm away. I've also got a spare battery in there. I've got my iPhone, of course, my iPod, and my iPad, because, you know, I need it for reading. I've got books on here. I've got uploads already scheduled that I can then set to go. Well, I've got them set as drafts and posts and stuff, so I can be vlogging and blogging while I'm away. And this is my chargers / other. I've actually got a GoPro this time and a wrist mount, so that's that. I've got extra memory cards in this little thing, charger or the USB for my GoPro. I've got this thing which charges my iPhone, iPad and iPod, camera charger, camera USB to hook up to my iPad, plus this little converter thing that converts, headphone jack, and of course the most important thing, because you do not want to go anywhere without one of these, is an adapter. And this is a universal adapter, so I can put anything into it and I can plug it into anything as well. Medical. Okay, so first up is multivitamins. The most important thing if you're travelling, you don't want to get sick, although I already am sick. Hopefully it's gone by the time I go away though. All of my, I'm not going to show you, but I have all my personal medications that I take, plus Berocca at the top. If you're Aussie, you know what Berocca is, and you know it's a saviour when you're tired. So I've got my medications in there, including malaria tablets as well, and a note from my doctor saying why I have the medications I have, in case anyone asks. Then this is like my first aid kind of stuff. So in here I've got Band-Aids, Hydrolyte, extra tissues, Panadol, Nurofen, cold and flu tablets, travel sickness tablets, diarrhea tablets. Let's hope that doesn't come to that. I've got extra antibacterial wipes, facial cleansing wipes, extra tissues, did I say that? I've also got Alka-Seltzer for stomach upsets, and little jars of, I decanted them, antifungal and antiseptic cream. I'm not sure if they'll make me put them in my liquids, but I've read if it's medical, they don't. But then again, these are only little written signs saying that it's that. They might not believe me that it's that. And that is all my first aid stuff. Travel towel. Amazing. Silk sleeping liner. Actually, it's not silk, it's take-off silk, and I'm glad it's take-off now because now I'm vegan, I wouldn't use silk. Laundry bag, and so that's to put my dirty clothes in, and it also has a sink plug and one of these travel lines that you just put the clothes into and they snap together. Yeah, so if I have to do hand washing in the sink, because, you know, I'm not taking that many clothes, extra Ziploc bags are always a good idea. Then I've got this little bag which has, what does this have in it? Oh, female stuff. This is awkward. No, it shouldn't be awkward. It should not be awkward. Okay, girls, if you're a traveller, or even if you're just someone who is concerned about your own health, the environment, look into menstrual cups, okay? That's all I'm going to say. They're amazing, they're good for you, they're good for the environment, and they're good for your money as well. This lasts up to 10 years, and instead of buying tampons and pads every month, it's a good alternative. And when you're traveling, it's way easier. Plus I've got some extra tampons just in case I get caught out, and some liners and stuff. That's over, guys. I also have an extra bag lock, and this is like a cable lock. See, it comes out. Can you see that? It's like a metal cable, and then it like plugs into that, and it's got like a code you put in, and so that means you can like hook up your bag if you're leaving it. You can hook it around a post or a table or something and leave it there. I also have, oh, this is jewellery. Yeah, this is jewellery. This just has one necklace, like a long necklace I can wear out, and 2 extra pairs of earrings in case I lose my studs, and a spork. As a vegan, if I find fruit anywhere, I can just, you know, eat into that. Cool. Now I think we're up to what's in my carry-on section. So some of the stuff you saw before will, like my liquids thing, my iPad, all my electronics actually will go in my backpack. What am I saying? They will all be carry-on, but they'll go in my backpack, not my suitcase. And yeah, my liquids, my electronics, yeah. And then this is other stuff that will also be in there. I've got a money belt, just in case. I've only had to use this a few times, and it's just if you're in an area where you're not feeling like you just want to have your handbag, you want something better, I've got that. Fuzzy socks for the plane, my little ladybug ones, of course. Eye mask for sleepy times. They're gone. Anyway, I also have earbuds, tissues, antibacterial wipes, facial wipes, journal, highlighter, pen. That's a pen. This is a collapsible bag. So yeah, I've actually got 2 of these. Umbrella. I may not be allowed to take this, I'm not quite sure. But if I don't, it's like $5. I don't really care. All of my travel documents, they go in this. So possibly the most important thing you will take with you on your travels is a passport holder. So obviously that contains, oh, what do you know, your passport and your flight details. I carry my insurance details and my Kentucky documents in there as well. I've also got, for my travel insurance, I've got an emergency assistance card with the number I need to call, my master thing with all my immunisations written in there, and a pen for filling out forms when you get to borders and stuff like that. Snacks, pretzels, and this is a almond, apricot and cranberry muesli bar, or snack bar, whatever you want to call it. I'll probably add in some fruit or carrot sticks or something. And I've got this is like my handbag that I'll be taking on a day-to-day basis. It's crossbody, so it makes it difficult for bag snatchers, so that's always something you need to remember. In here I've got, this is like my little purse where I have money and cards and all that, more tissues and antibacterial wipes, and another collapsible bag, and a pen, and then other stuff will also go in there like my lip balms, my camera, my phone, you know, all that will be in here. And that is everything. Okay, now we're going to put it in my bag. Okay, I found my earbuds, and I also forgot to mention water bottle. I will obviously have this empty when I go through security, but water bottle is a must. I want to take my own because, you know, it's way better. Okay, now let's put this in here. heaps of room in this one. Up here, heaps of room. Now I put my pashmina. And this scarf. That one's packed. Now, this one. And there we go. So I've got my suitcase and I've got my backpack, which is my personal item, and I'm ready to go. And this, for reference, is so it's actually 8.5 kilograms, but shh, don't tell anyone, and hopefully they don't weigh my bag. Otherwise, as I said, I can check it in. I would just prefer not to because I don't want to lose my bag. Yeah, I really don't want to lose my bag. Anyway, that's it. So 2 months with these little fellas and I'm ready to go.